Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've done an album of the week, and I thought I would share with you guys this week what I've been listening to. This is Bernie Krause's Citadels of Mystery. If you're unfamiliar with Bernie Krause, as I was, he is more of a kind of a scientist slash researcher slash philosophical researcher as opposed to a musician, although a lot of what he's known for is his nature recordings. And he came up with this theory, and there's a great MIT article. I suggest all you have to do is Google Bernie Krause, and it comes up to this MIT article that was done basically about his book he put out in the 60s, sometime in there, about where he came up with the idea of sonic ecology. This idea of he was on a safari in Africa, and he was going to sleep one night, and he heard all the animals making all their racket and noise, the crickets and the giraffes and the monkeys and everything. And he came to the conclusion, or the epiphany, that what he was hearing wasn't just a random cacophony of noise. It was actually a social structure of noise. It was a seamless, a whole. It was a whole thing, and it was almost like a societal noise. It was the animals talking to one another, and he kind of came to this epiphany. It sounds like something he was high, but that sounds like some kind of idea you'd come up with when you were high, very stoned. That's the idea that would pop in your head, trust me. But that was kind of what he's known for, and I suggest you go read the MIT article because it's a very interesting read, especially if you like the idea of philosophy and kind of how things tie into other things philosophically, which I always have. I've always found that very, very interesting. It's a very lovely read. But yeah, I picked this up about a year ago at a record store that I don't go to a whole lot. It's not really a record store. It's actually in one of those kind of antique malls, and there's a booth in there, but the place is about 50 miles away, and I don't get in there all that often because it's 50 miles away. Although they do have always very, very interesting things. And I picked this up mostly because I like the name, Citadels of Mystery. Kind of sounds sort of weird. Also, I picked it up because it's a MoFi release, as you can see along the top here, and of course the inner sleeve as well. It is a MoFi pressing, Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab. And sonically, this is very much a jazz fusion album with bits of kind of nature sounds mixed in. I will say that I prefer side 1 versus side 2. Side 1 consisting of Festival of the Sun, Heights of Machu Picchu, In Flight to Urubamba. And side 2 consisting of Jumbo Jumbo, Stonehenge, and Citadel e Bobo. Very interesting. A lot of Latin rhythms therein. Again, very much a jazz fusion album in a lot of ways, with sort of the nature kind of sounds sort of spaced within. According to the internet, it's considered his best album. A lot of his releases have been nature albums, sort of nature sounds, that kind of thing. That has been a lot of his releases. But this is one of his few releases that are primarily actual musical in nature, and I consider it one of my best sounding albums. I love the sound of this. It's a fantastically well recorded album, and if I really want to hear what a turntable's doing or what an amplifier's doing, or I really feel like I want to hear that stuff at its best, I reach for this. It's not my only disc like that. I have a few others, but this is one of those. It's got great separation, great sound staging. Nothing feels left out. It's very clear, almost CD-like in its sound quality, and that's how good it sounds, in my opinion. But yeah, fantastic album. Beyond just this, check out his other stuff as well, and also check out his writings. He has some very interesting ideas, especially in the terms of that sonic ecology, as I talked about. And certainly go read that MIT article. I found it very, very fascinating, and you probably will too. Anyway, peace out. We've got the, oh Jesus. Got the Arcam A5 coming up here soon. I love the yellow feet, isn't that cool? But anyway, got this coming up soon, so stay tuned. I'm actually recording that now. Anyway, peace out.